Good morning, Eisenhower. Today is the first day of March on this beautiful Tuesday morning, and today is our sports day as part of our Read Around the World challenge. And I have on my Broncos jersey, and you've been encouraged to read about an influential sports or an influential athlete. I chose to read about Kathrine Switzer. In April of 1967, there were 600 runners that started the Boston Marathon. And you have to remember, in 1967, women were not allowed to run in the marathon. So Schweitzer says, you can imagine the start of the marathon, everybody was happy and laughing and cheering and was really very supportive of me. All the guys were wonderful. But the situation completely changed just over 2 miles into the race. Then came the beep beep of the press truck, and when it went by us, all the photographers at the back of the truck saw that I was a woman and wearing bib number 261 and kept filming me and shouting at me, "What are you doing in the race? What are you trying to prove?" I thought that was really strange, and all of a sudden, alongside the press bus was another bus filled with officials, and on this bus was the race co-director, a feisty Scotsman named Jock Semple. He had a reputation for being very feisty. Also, the journalists on the bus were teasing him, saying that there's a girl in your race, and he lost his temper. He had a short fuse anyway, but he jumped off this bus and ran after me. He ran up behind me, and I heard his leather shoes at the last minute. You can hear the difference. And when I turned, this fierce face was right in my face and screamed at me and said, "Get the out of my race and give me those numbers." And he's ripping at my numbers and trying to pull them off. And I tried to get away, and he grabbed me by the shirt and started pulling me back, and my coach said, "Leave her alone, she's okay, I've trained her." He grabbed the corner of my number 261 on the back of my shirt, and it was like a bad dream, and I was trying to get away. And then suddenly my boyfriend, who was running alongside me and was an ex-All-American football player and weighed 235 pounds, came and smashed the official with a shoulder charge and sent him flying. We all got scared, but my coach just said, "Run hard," and we all went running down the street, flying past the press and accelerating and screaming, "What are you trying to do? When are you going to drop out?" And I was so afraid. I'm so full of confidence now, but at that moment I had just turned 20. As a girl, I wasn't trying to prove anything. I had proved to Arnie that I could do the distance, and the reward was to go to Boston. If I don't finish this race, nobody's going to believe women can do it, and they're not going to believe women deserve to be here. I have to finish this race. So Schweitzer did finish the race, becoming the first woman to register and complete the Boston Marathon. So that was the sports figure that I decided to read about today, and I found her very interesting, and I think it's wonderful that she opened the door for women to compete in the Boston Marathon. It's crazy to think that they weren't even allowed. Just in 1967, they were not permitted, and even tried to use physical force to get her out of it. So thank you to Kathrine Switzer for all the runners out there, and I am curious to see who you decide to read about today. All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We are Eisenhower, learners, leaders, Eagles. Have a great day.